Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome along to another Wealth Coffee Chat. Good to see you guys here. Alison, good to see you. Good morning. Deb, Alina, Brendan, Nick, Sharon, Christopher, good to see you back, mate. Haven't seen you for a while, yes, a few months. All is well here at the PRE station, the Positive Station. Hopefully you're awesome, buddy. Good to see you dropping by. Chris, Luke, Trina. I've had a shower, Trina. I feel fresh. A couple of coffees doesn't hurt either. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're awesome and well, James, Jeff. Hey, live from Manila, Jeff. There you go. Mate, you should drop by the Manila office over there. We've got a few team in the Manila office. Let us know next time, Jeff. There you go. Thanks, Christopher. Going to head down to the other studio in Southport soon. But welcome along to another Wealth Coffee Chat, Tuesday, 24th of May. Team, great to see all of you guys on this morning. Hey, Shelley. Good to see you. Jason Witt's my name. If you don't know already, I'm sure most of you do. But if you're new and you're dropping by, or if you're coming back after a while and you've forgotten my name, that's it there. Hey, listen, we just did a little bit of a 7-day series. We did the 7 plans. And today I wanted to talk about something about the cost of waiting. Right now, there's a little bit of media mayhem going on out there in the marketplace. You know, marketplaces are going to fall and the boom's over and Labor, Liberal, Greens, Independents, whoever, whatever, right? So there's a lot of rhetoric out there in the property investing world. And we as property investors, we need to know. We need to know that we need to stick to our plan. You guys know this. We've had this chat a number of times. Stick to the plan. It's medium to long term. This thing's a marathon, not a sprint. You need to buy well and never sell. Yeah, it's complete rubbish. Dead right, Brendan. So, you know, our job is to understand and just reconfirm our strategy and direction and our commitment to where we're going, just making sure we stay on track a little, you know, as we go along. So, you know, for this morning, I wanted to sort of check in on that and have a little look at, you know, the idea of, should I wait? You know, is it better right now to wait and maybe get a discount? Maybe property prices get a bit cheaper, bit sharper, and you can get a discount. Will that help me? Well, the answer most likely will surprise you, and it depends on your outcome, but we're going to sort of dive into that today and have a little conversation about where you might be going and where we need to concentrate as property investors. You've seen this chart before. I've done it 1,000 times. We've got the acquisition, we've got the consolidation, we've got the lifestyle phase here, and as we go along, you know, we want to get on the job of, you know, getting our investment properties. Most of us start out with a principal place of residence and a job, an income. And those two things, using the equity or some cash, if you've got some cash, first-home buyers, helps us as property investors get ourselves started. You guys know this, I'm quite sure. Now, the challenge is, as we're moving along in this direction from a zero start date, whatever that date might be, you know, we want to complete our acquisition phase, the conversation, the purchasing of our investment properties as fast as possible. Team, often I hear these conversations, I'll just wait and I'll buy it 50 grand cheaper. I'll buy it 100 grand cheaper. Well, I'm going to show you some calculations today. And again, these are just processes we go through, and you can run a few scenarios yourself, but often waiting is actually has zero value in the ultimate outcome, let's say in 20 years' time. Because if we're looking at, I'll whack that up a little bit there we go. If we're looking at a journey from where we are today to where we need to be as property investors, it's going to take time. And if you want that to sort of come back to 15 years, if you want to compress it, you want that come back to 10 years to have some sort of, outcome or income or whatever it might be, waiting's not going to help. All right, I'll wait another year. I'll wait 2 years. I'll wait 3 years, see what happens. Well, that won't help. That won't help the ultimate outcome, and it won't help where you're going. So we're going to talk about that this morning. We're going to pull up some calculators and have a little run at that. Morning, Brendan. Good to see you, mate, as we go. So, the idea is that, our property values rise over time. And over time, at some point, your properties start to either pay themselves off or the values rise significantly enough. You have this significant, what I called the wealth opportunity. Sometimes it's called a wealth gap because right now Aussies are wealthier than they've ever been before when it comes to equity. However, it's difficult for them to unlock that equity and put it to work. In here, this is where we kind of get lost. We get lost in this kind of, do I keep going? Do I, is the world, GFC, worst financial crisis the world's ever seen. Stop. Don't do anything. Okay. The mining boom, the mining bust. Don't do anything. Okay. The credit crunch, don't do anything. So, if COVID, don't do anything. Oh, interest rates going up. Don't do anything. Oh, the politicians have changed. The government's changed. Don't do anything. Can you see this psychological challenge and problem for the uneducated, the unsupported? Sadly, we get caught in decades of next year, maybe later, soon. Oh, I'll just wait till a little bit later, and then, then what happens? What happens then? You end up not have bought anything. So the conversation is, do I wait right now? Like maybe you're at, property investment number 3 or 2 or whatever it might be. And do you wait? Do we wait right now to go forward? All right. And for me, for you, team, 9 times out of 10, the answer is no, don't wait. All right. Don't wait when it comes to investing. All right. You guys might have seen this before. This is my passive income calculator. It is downloadable for you guys to use if you're in our mentoring program. You can get hold of this one. It's pretty sweet. Right, let's do this. Let's do some calculating. The current year is 2022. Years to goal, 20 years from now. You can make that shorter. You can make it longer, whatever. I'm just going to make it 20. Now my passive income goal is $100,000. You can adjust that however you like. And so it says down here what's going on. You've got, the year that you're heading for, 2042. It's saying, hey, there's some expenses. Your passive income right now. Let me just go no to that investment property. This is kind of where a lot of people get maybe stuck or get to, and they feel a bit uncertain, right? Where you started out with your principal place of residence. You got yourself your first investment property. Fantastic. 2021, you've got some equity. You bought another one in 2020, 2021. And you're sitting here in 22 going, should I buy another property? Will I wait right now and see if it's going to be cheaper, if it's going to be better, et cetera, et cetera. So what I want you to do is look up the top here. Up there, you can see my pointer doing some interesting stuff. Up the top, the equity, okay? The growth, the wealth as we propel ourselves along when it comes to this stuff, okay? And you can see along here, I've put the loan amounts as 100% loan amounts for the investment properties because we're using equity. Some of you might use cash. It might look better. And there's a few things in there. Now, obviously, each of you have got different financial circumstances, but this is a process of saying, all right, is it better to wait right now for a property? All right. So let's have a look. You're sitting there right now and you're thinking, all right, what I might do is I might wait. I might wait for a year or 2 years, and what sort of discount? Tell me in the chat right now, what sort of discount you reckon? Oh, if I waited and got a good discount off a property, like dollars wise, what do you think, team? Something regular. Chuck that in the chat for me. See if you guys. Yeah, I don't think new builds. Yeah, that's not even to mention, Allison, what's going on actually in the real world, in the real market. Construction prices. Population boom, the rent boom that's going on. It's going crazy. Chris is saying 5%. So that's good, right? That's good. Like, let's say we take Chris's number and we go, all right, well, if I had a $700,000 property and I times that by 0.05, I get a $35,000 discount. $35,000. Let's even do this, Chris. Let's make it $50,000. All right, so let's go to our property here. Let's go to this investment property. And let's say I bought this investment property. Let's change that to 700,000. And let's put that in 2022. Now look up the top. I want you to look up the top of the equity. Up here again. Now equity. If we just go ahead and buy it right now. Okay, we're not waiting for a discount. We're not waiting to, see what happens in the market. We're just going to get on with it because you and you've chatted with your coach, you've made your plan, and your plan is to continue to buy a property. Buy one property a year for the first 5 years, get your 5 investments done as fast as possible. That's your plan. Stick with the plan. All right, let's see if that works. So we're there, 2022. We've got ourselves a property. It's locked in. Away we go. Interest rate might be a bit high there. I'm going to chuck that to 4. And away we go. So there we go. Look at this. At the top, equity, $5,287,000. All right. So, but here's what's going to happen. What we're going to do. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully you can. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Brendan says my sound's popped out. I can see it coming through on my screen. But hopefully, all right, cool, thanks. Hopefully it's back for you, Brendan. So we're looking at investment property number 3, okay? And we're saying here, all right, well, I'm going to wait. How long should we wait? Should we wait 2 years? And Brendan said 5%. I'm going to say, Brendan, we're going to wait. Oh, $650. That's a pretty good deal. All right, we're going to wait. We're going to wait 2 years to buy a property for a $50,000 discount. Now look up the top, team. Look at the top. Look at our equity right here. Can you guys see that? Okay, let's go back. All right, 2022, $700,000. All right, our equity at the top is our number, $5,287,000. Now, let's wait. Brendan, let's do this. Let's even wait. Let's try and get a $100,000 discount off that property. All right? And we wait 2 years to do that. Team, what happens to our equity at the top? $4,981,000. $4,981,000. So, okay, something's going on behind the scenes. Live technology. So, just let's go back. Right? Your wealth went down. You waited 2 years. You waited 2 years to buy a property for a $100,000 discount, and your ultimate wealth in 20 years' time went down. $300,000. What? So, here's the drill. Mathematically, if you buy good properties, in the long term, team, in the long term, your value, your wealth will be much better off for you as a property investor when it comes to your property portfolio. Well, that makes sense, right? Now, so let's go back here and let's play this out. 2022, boom, let's buy a property. Let's continue through. Made a plan with this investor. We're going to buy a property every year. And away we go. So, let's have a look at the 5 investment properties locked away, 2025, and seeing if we can make that happen. All right. A couple of interest rate changes over here. Just need to fix 5%. 5%. So, ultimately, in the long term, in the medium to long term, team, waiting around to get a discount or to buy cheaper doesn't work. It's not mathematically congruent with you being wealthy. Now, along the way, let's say in 6 months' time, it's time for you to buy. You were going to buy that anyway. You were going to buy it anyway. And you get a better price. Fabulous. Fantastic. Nothing wrong with that. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But what I'm saying is waiting around, procrastinating, umming and ahhing never works. You have a plan. Your plan is over 15 to 20 years, not 5 to 6 months. And this is the biggest mistake I see investors make. You vary from your plan. You get knocked off course because of all of this other just complete rubbish. Rubbish. Brendan said it before. It's rubbish, team. You said you're going to buy 5 investments. Get on with it. Because what can happen? What can happen right now? Let's say next year, what could happen for you as an investor? What's the future hold? Maybe your job changes. Maybe your income goes down. That's a terrible arrow, isn't it? Maybe your income goes down. Maybe you have some life changes. You might do something different, right? Maybe an opportunity pops up. Maybe an opportunity pops up for you to start your own business, and anyone who's ever started a business before, tell me in the chat, how easy is it to borrow when you don't have an income from a PAYG job anymore and you started your own business? Tell me how long you sit on the sidelines for borrowing then, folks. Put that one in the chat right now. Because this one right now, I have one of my best friends. He's also an investor. And we've talked about this. He's had a number of business opportunities pop up. And I said, mate, you need to get these last 2 properties done, and then you can knock your socks off. You don't even have to work. Yeah, 2 years minimum. Exactly, Chris. So if you can, right now you've got the finance nightmare. You're dead right. It is a pain in the bum. 10 years. Yep, exactly. 10 times harder. Yep, exactly, Greg. So, folks, there you go. Luke's been running his business on a cash basis. That's where Shelley's stuck at the moment. So, folks, that's the thing, right? There's planning and there's important considerations. But I can tell you right now, if you're actually a serious investor who's actually going to do this properly, smartly, waiting is stupid. I'm just going to tell you how I see it. All right? It's dumb. It's stupid. You buy a good quality property that you're happy to own for 20 years. And if you pay 50 grand more today and then in 12 months' time it's 50 grand less, in 20 years' time it won't bloody matter. It's not going to be 50 grand less in 12 months' time if you buy a good property, by the way, just so you know. It won't matter. Okay? The problem is we get caught in this mentality that we think we can save ourselves wealthy. Yep, if you can, you should. Exactly. You think you can save yourself wealthy? No, you can't. You can't save yourself wealthy by buying everything at a discount and waiting for the perfect time to buy it. It's rubbish. It's bullshit. Sometimes you're on the right, you're Johnny on the spot, Mary on the spot, whatever it is, and you get a good deal. Nothing wrong with that. But momentum and strategy trumps cheapness and waiting every day of the week. There you go. There you go. Anyway, Wealth Coffee Chat, done and dusted, team. The stats show that waiting does not work. It doesn't make you wealthier or better off. Okay? And maybe, yeah, I love that one, Luke. If it is to be, it's up to me. Crack on with it, team. If you need some help, reach out. You guys have got coaches, and if you don't, you need one. I have 2 coaches in my life. The best of the world have coaches. Olympic athletes who win gold medals have coaches. Great business owners have coaches. Great and property investors have coaches. Anyway, I'm ranting now. All right, team, that's it. I'm done. Wealth Coffee Chat, over and out. Tuesday, 24th of May. Hopefully that was useful. You guys are awesome. Thanks for joining me. Join me tomorrow for another one. Until then, be great, be awesome, and bye for now.